My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
Oh man, so you already know what time it is, bro. The season finale of Fear the Walking Dead, bro. You already know this episode was going to be crazy. I was really looking forward to this episode. It's crazy, bro. This was the final episode of Fear the Walking Dead. And this Sunday, the official Walking Dead season 6 starts. Already, bro. Walking Dead season 6 this Sunday, bro. I cannot wait for that. But so this was the season finale of Fear the Walking Dead until season 2 starts. I'm really glad they're doing a season 2 for the show because I'm really starting, especially after that last episode. I don't know, bro. I really like this show, man. You know, so but this was, and I apologize for not being able to review the last episode. I just got too busy and I wasn't able to review that one. But pretty much in that episode, the group found out what the military was actually up to, what their plans were. So, the Spanish dude, not Travis, why do I always forget this guy's name? The old guy, I think his name is Daniel, I think. He pretty much captured one of the soldiers and he's down in like a freaking basement, like torturing this dude, trying to find out, you know, what they're actually up to. So, you know, this dude is getting tortured and he's like crying, like, please let me go, you know, but he finally has to come clean, you know, to, Daniel, and he tells them that, hey, okay, the military is executing this plan called Operation Cobalt. And pretty much what that is all the civilians are going to die and the military is going to dip. That's really what Cobalt is. All the civilians are going to die. Meanwhile, the military is going to evacuate the city. You know, so once they find that out, they make it their mission in this episode to get to the building to where their people are being held, to get them and try to leave the city as fast as possible. Fast forward to the last episode that just aired this past Sunday, and we are at episode 6 called The Good Man. Yeah. So again, this was the season finale of Fear the Walking Dead. So I expected big things to go down, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I had tears in my eyes. Like, I really, like, towards the end, I had tears in my eyes, bro. I did not expect that. So this episode was like straight chaos, bro. Like, all hell is breaking loose in this episode. So Travis, Chris, Alicia, Madison, Daniel, they are all on their way to the place to where their people are being held from Nick, Daniel's wife, and Liza. So they go there, you know, to try to get their people back, to rescue their people and try to leave the city as fast as possible. So they come up with this plan, but before they leave, Adams is like pleading, let me go. Like, I've told you people all that I know, because he was not supposed to tell them about Operation Cobalt, but the dude was getting tortured, you know, so he had to come clean. But he's like, let me go. I've told you people all that I know. The only reason why you're keeping me at this point is if you're trying to kill me, which Daniel most likely was going to do. He was going to kill the dude. So he's saying this to Travis. I think the soldier's name is Private Adams, I think. So he's saying this to Travis, like, let me go. There's no reason why you guys need me unless you're trying to kill me. You know, Travis being the good guy, of course he's like, all right, I will let you go, but you have to promise us that you'll leave us alone. And like, there's like this mutual mutual agreement that they had, so Travis lets Private Adams go. And now they're off on their way to save their people. So they get to the place to where their people are, And, I don't know how Daniel did this, because it's like, he did it like so casually. It was just like, so he walked up to the base, to where their people were being held. Of course, they are soldiers like there and stuff like that. So the two soldiers, they see Daniel walk up and they're like, what are you doing? Do you want us to shoot you? Because they're not supposed to be out. And, Daniel is like, save your ammunition. He tells them to save their ammo, and then he just walks by, and literally the second he does this, I don't know where Daniel got all of these walkers from. Literally, when I say a herd, this was the first herd that we seen in Fear the Walking Dead. A herd of walkers invades this camp, this base, to where their people are being held, and literally all hell breaks loose. Like, when I say a herd, dude, like, them walkers came in deep. Like, it had to be at least, I ain't gonna say 1,000, but it was, I say 500 plus walkers invades this base. And it's like, the soldiers just like, what the frick? And then, they start shooting the walkers. So they do that, to provide a distraction. Meanwhile, they try to sneak inside of the building and get their people. Not the best idea, because the walkers get inside of this building and it just provides them, and it gives them more trouble if trying to escape once they get their people. But they get inside of this place, and they finally come in contact with Liza, and Liza is there, trying to help the people that's there sick, she's still trying to help the real nurse that's there, so they're still trying to save people. Meanwhile, the military is trying to dip. Liza, she tells Travis and Madison that she doesn't know where Nick is, because I think the last place she saw Nick was like inside of the cage or whatever, something like that. And Daniel asks Liza where his wife is being held, and like Liza tells him that she ain't make it, and then of course they start crying. Look, they start crying because he had lost his wife. And I honestly, when Liza told dude that, I thought, because I look at Daniel almost like a Shane, and I thought dude was gonna lose it, but he didn't, and so once they find that out, then they're trying to find Nick. Again, Nick is with the black dude, because Nick was about to get killed, but the black dude saved him. I think the black dude's name is Strand. And so fast forward to those two, they are like almost getting cornered by walkers, because again, all the walkers, the herd of walkers that came in the base, they're starting to get inside of this building. So the walkers, they have like maybe 10 walkers inside of the hallway where Strand and Nick are. They're trying to escape, and they went inside this door, but when the door closes, this like device like locks the door, so they can't get out from the same door they came in. So they're pretty much cornered, and like the walkers in this hallway, they're like coming at them, and I'm like, bruh, they're done. I'm like, Strand, the black dude, he's about to get feasted on, and Nick is about to get feasted on. And Nick is one of my favorite characters in this show, so I really thought they were going to die. Then Travis, Chris, Alicia, Madison, Daniel, they find where Strand and Nick are, and literally, like, the walkers are like right on them, right before they start to like grab them. They find them, and Liza, because she has, the card, to this building, she's like slicing her, she's putting her card in this device. It's not working. It's like, this so intense right now because the walkers are like right there. She's like, oh my God, come on. And the door opens, and then they save them, right? So that joke was, bro, this whole episode was like, like, I didn't know who was going to get it. I knew someone was going to die, But I didn't really know who. But because Strand was black, I thought he was. I thought dude was going to die, but he didn't. You know, so that happens. So once they get all of their people back and they find that Dan, you know, and they find that Daniel's wife did not make it. Then once they get their people and they all get back together, they try to escape the building. Now, so once they get that, you know, then they're trying to find a way out. They go back to the nurse to where Liza was working with the real nurse, and they're like trying to get her to come with them. And they get back there and they find out that the real nurse has like put all of her patients like to sleep. She's pretty much executing, well, not executing, because it's like there's nothing she could do for them. Like the military is about to leave. Freaking a herd of walkers is inside of the freaking building, and it's like there's nothing to do. So, you know, she's just putting all of her patients to sleep. And you kind of get the feeling that she's about to commit suicide, because it's just like, she's like, it's just like, come with us, but she doesn't say nothing, so you kind of get the idea. She's just going to stay there and, you know, just get off, you know. So once that happens, you know, they're trying to escape the building, and they come in contact with a whole bunch of walkers. So they're trying to fight off the walkers, and, you know, stuff is going down. I thought people was about to get bit, so they're trying to fight off the walkers and stuff like that. They get out of the building, and they go with Strand. Strand, you know, the black guy, he has this mansion by... Whoa, before that! I forgot. Because this was like one of the biggest part. This was like that moment to where I was like, okay, Travis! Okay. So, before they leave, they go back to, they go back to the place to where, Chris and Alicia were supposed to stay. Cause when they got there, Travis told Chris and Alicia to stay inside of the car and wait for them to come back. So they go back to that place and they see the car is gone, because these group of soldiers, they actually like told them to get out the car. They told them to get out. They told them to get out of the car. We're taking the car because they're leaving. And you could get like the idea that one of the soldiers he kind of wanted Alicia to come, you know, with them for sexual purposes. And of course, you know, they try to fight them off. So, but anyways, they get there. And, you know, they're about to leave. And then Private Adams, the dude that convinced Travis to, let him go, they find the guy and he has a gun in his hands and he's trying to get revenge on Daniel, cause he was torturing this guy. So you get the idea that, you know, Adams is about to shoot Daniel, and, Travis is just trying to, talk to him about saying, listen, I know it wasn't the best choice to make, but just let us go. Let's all go together. We need to get out of here. You know, stuff is going down. So Adams, he's just like looking at Daniel with his gun, and he's just like, you know, and then for whatever reason, he freaking shoots, what's the girl's name? Ophelia, I think her name is. Pretty much he shoots the girl that he was, I guess, going out with. So he shoots her in like the arm, and Travis loses. When I tell you, Travis beat this man like he beat this man like a runaway slave, bro. He beat this man, Private Adams, like, you remember that part in God of War 3 to where you was fighting Hercules, and that last part where you're just punching this dude's face into the ground? That's what Travis did on Pride. Like, Travis, like, he snapped. He freaking snapped, and he was just, you just heard that. It was just like, dang. And then Madison, she goes over to Travis. She's like, Travis, stop. And Travis is going full blown Kratos on this dude that's punching him. And then eventually he stops, and then it's just like he's shaking because he just lost it. He freaking snapped as soon as Adams did that because they had this mutual agreement, and he kind of went back on his word. So that happens, Adams is on the full, like, he's calling because he just got the freaking beating of his life. They leave the camp, they get out of there, and they go with Strand. Strand has this mansion on the ocean side, so they're going to go there, and get out of the city. So they get there. Strand is like, make yourself at home. This is where you guys are staying. You can eat whatever you see, get comfortable and stuff like that. So you get the idea that, that's where they're going to, lay low. Madison sees Liza walking out further and further to the beach, and she goes to see, where she's going, and then Strand tells Nick that, hey, this is not where we're going to stay. We're going to keep on moving from here. And he says something to the extent of, in order to survive a world now filled with madness, we have to embrace the madness itself. He says something like that. And he points out to the ocean, and he owns a yacht, so his real destination is trying to get on that boat and away from land, which is smart, in order to survive a zombie apocalypse. You would just want to be on water, so, that's the real destination, that he's trying to get to. But go back to Madison and Liza. So she catches up with Liza, and she's like, Liza, what's up? And Liza, she pulls up her shirt, and you can see she got bit. I guess she got bit when they were trying to escape the building, because there was a walker that was like on Liza, and Liza was like trying to hold this walker back, so I'm not sure if she got scratched or bit, but she's like, there's no cure for it. There's nothing that we can do. And remember that conversation we had to where you said if you got bit that you would want me to kill you because Travis, it would break him. You need to do that right now. And she hands the gun to Madison, and it's like that. And then she's like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. She's like, come on. Me and you both know that you never really liked me to begin with. And it's like, Madison is just like, it's just like, and it's true, So it's one of those moments though, you just really felt bad because it's literally like there was nothing they could do. They have no meds, they're out of the city. There's no cure. Like, what can you do, So, and they didn't want Travis to see it, but Travis, he sees what's going on. He goes out there, and it's just like, dang, bro. So then Liza shows, Liza shows Travis that, hey, she got bit. And that's when I started to break down, because Travis, man, the acting in that part was really good. And, even though they are divorced, you can see that Travis and Liza still have love for each other, they start crying and stuff like that. It was just, man, I literally got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed, bro, because I knew what was coming. So then Travis, he actually takes the gun, and he's the one that shoots Liza, so, and then he starts crying. He just goes down on both knees, and he's just looking out into the ocean. He just looks completely hopeless, man. And then Chris, Alicia, Nick, and Strand, they hear the gunshot. They go out, to the beach, and they see what happened. It was, man, it was sad. Like, it was sad, dude. In 6 episodes, they made you feel like that scene. They made you feel like that emotion in that final death scene, of Liza. And it was just really a perfect way to end off this series, in my opinion. And now we wait for season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. But more importantly than that, this Sunday, The Walking Dead season 6 begins. So I really, that was hands down the best episode in this series. I really enjoyed that episode. It was a tearjerker too. Like, that last scene got me. That junk got me. I was like, I wasn't like bawling, but yes, I did have to go like this because it was just, man, that's crazy, bro. So, yeah, but that's my review of the last episode of Fear the Walking Dead. I really did enjoy this final episode. I thought it was a perfect way to end off the first season of Fear the Walking Dead, and right on time, because season 6 of The Walking Dead is about to start this Sunday. So, what did you guys think of season 1 of Fear the Walking Dead? Did you like it? Was it okay? Did you hate it? Some people, they couldn't get into it because it was just, they felt like the first episode didn't have enough killings. It was just like, this is before The Walking Dead starts. Like, of course, I thought the pacing of this show was really good. They had 6 episodes to really get to the point, you know, before The Walking Dead starts. And I thought the pacing was really good, man. So, but, yeah, man. That was my review of Fear the Walking Dead season 1. I think they said in season 2, one of the characters from the real Walking Dead is going to be in season 2. I don't know who it's going to be, but if they put Shane, if they put Shane, because it's not going to be Rick, because Rick is, but I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be one of the OG members that are no longer in The Walking Dead. And I'm just saying right now, Shane. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And Walking Dead, season 6 this Sunday, bro. I'm ready to see some Morgan go Bruce Lee on suckers.